All right, YouTube. This is a video. I'm going to do a short video on my collection and some plans that I'm working on. I couldn't get to go to the White Plains show, so I'm going to do a couple of videos. Um, this is an albino het xanthic I got from Rich Macias. I was hoping she would go for me. I am not this year. I'm not sure. She weighs about 1,800 grams. She bred repeatedly with my male xanthic het albino. He was proven out with the the other clutch. I got albinos and I got xanthics out of it. She's a pretty girl. Just nothing yet. If the paper, I use corrugated paper. It looks kind of wet because I just cleaned their tubs, and I always give them a nice misting when I clean them. This is the mom. She's a pastel, just a plain pastel. This is the mom of the last video I did, the last clutch. I bred her to a xanthic het albino also. She gave me 5 good eggs. She's a little skinny right now. She hasn't eaten yet. I'm sure she will shortly. She's nice and clean. When she was smaller, up until she hit about 1,000 grams, she was such a pretty girl, and then after 1,000 grams she just started browning out. But she was incredible. I really thought like I had the best pastel ever. This is the mom of the first clutch, and she proved out. She's albino het xanthic. I had a xanthic in the clutch. I had 3 albinos in the clutch. I'm going to do a video follow-up on that shortly. I've been waiting for a couple of different reasons. But she's a good girl. She's eating really well. She's already over 2,000 grams, packing the weight back on. I have no doubt I'll get a clutch from her next year. This is a project I'm really excited about now. This girl is unfortunately going into shed. And this really ugly pastel, she's not really, but she's going into shed, is... she's 66% clown, and that's a project. There are 2 things I really, really wanted to work with, back in the day, a good 9 years, have been clowns and xanthics, and I'm really happy that I have both of these genes in my collection, and hopefully I can go about proving out the clown next. And I'm some really cool things that I'm going to do with both the albino and the clown. This girl is also going into shed. The first one I showed you is about 1,500 grams. This one is about 1,700. She's a little bigger. She's a little deeper in her shed also. Decent eaters. I really think that there's no reason why I shouldn't get a clutch. This bin I just leave empty. It's on the floor. A lot of people say they don't like to put animals in the bottom, because on the floor it is a lot cooler. Okay. This is my female. This is a pastel bunner, which I always wanted. I have no plans on breeding her right now. I just wanted a pastel bunner. The colors don't come out, but she's really gorgeous. She's a beautiful snake. I think once if I prove out, and I actually get a male clown of any kind, I'm gonna breed him with her. But otherwise, she's just gonna kind of hang out. Right now, she's about 850 grams. I don't know, a lot of people would, pump them up to get them, there's plenty of time to get her in breeding shape, breeding size. But like I said, if when I get the clown male, then I have plans for her. Until then, she can just hang out, relax, eat. These are 32 quart tubs, by the way. The other ones the other snakes I have in my collection are in 41s. And I give her a little high back. She's a little shy. This girl is not shy at all. When I come with a rat, she actually, sometimes I'm afraid she's gonna bite me in the face. She really this is a spinner, and I really love this girl. I think she's so much cooler in person than she was online. And what I love is the yellow just doesn't, you don't see this when you're looking at the pictures online. You see the yellow, where the yellow comes up, and it comes up her side, and the yellow on her belly. She is a spider. She's kind of getting nervous now. But she doesn't have any kind of really crazy wobble. It's funny, when I see her, when I throw a rat in there, her head will kind of She does a little funny thing with her head, but nothing I've seen, nothing remotely compared to what I've seen other spiders do. She's getting a little anxious right now because I'm messing with her. But I just want to take another shot of this belly, which I think is, in the way the yellow goes up the side. I'm going to breed her. Right now she's 1,000 grams. Her, I'm really hoping she gets big fast. I want to breed her this year. I want to breed her to a xanthic and get some spinners, some spiders, and some pinstripe het xanthics that I can start playing with that more from bringing that into other Codon projects. This is a female pastel. She's weighing about 600 grams. I really didn't have any plans on getting another pastel because, I am going to be keeping a lot of the babies from the breedings I'll be doing next year. But she was like 5 minutes away from my house, and she was cheap, and she's a pretty girl. She is. My cell phone camera doesn't do her justice. She's really nicely yellow, and some nice blushing. I think I'm looking forward to breeding her, in a couple of years when she's a little bit bigger, and bringing her genes into my collection. This is an interesting girl. This is another pastel, 66% het clown. They were out of one clutch. Two females eat really well for me, and they are well over 1,000 grams. One at almost 1,500. The other one is almost 1,700. The two I was talking about before. This girl is not so good an eater. She's mid sevens, about 750. I always joke around that this is probably the one that has the clown gene, because she's gonna make me wait, 2 years before she breeds for me. But that's okay. As long as she's healthy, I don't have any problems, with RI or anything like that. And as long as she's healthy, that's fine. Alright, and now, these are the males in my collection. It doesn't come up that good on the camera. This is the first morph I ever got. I got this guy like 5 years ago. I hadn't really thought about breeding, but it was a xanthic, which was, I remember when the first time I ever saw one in Reptiles magazine. I called up the Barkers. I was talking to Tracy Barker. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. This guy's about 5 or 6 years old, and it turns out it's not VPI xanthic, it's TSK. When he was a baby, he's a little browner now. When he was a baby, he looked so cool. He had a really black flecking. He almost looked like he was a granite. And he's still dark. He's not in shed. He's just a normally, he's a very dark xanthic. He's a really cool boy. He's actually the only one that has a name. His name was Axel. Like I said, I got him as a pet years ago. I had no intentions of breeding, and then here I am. This is a male. This is the father of the two clutches. He's a xanthic, and he is 100% het albino. I got him from Heather Wong. Shout out to her. Really nice girl. Lady, I should say. And he's a little bit lighter than the other guy. He's going to be a little more silvery, in appearance. But another good boy, very good breeder. I can't wait till he gets a little bit bigger and I can start putting him with some more females. This guy is a pastel 100% het for clown. And this is the male that I plan on breeding to the two females that you saw earlier. The two bigger females. He's just hanging out right now. He's in a 32 quart tub. He's about 900 grams, so he's got plenty of time. He can put a little bit of weight on, and he should be nice and mature too. Hopefully both of those other girls give me lots of babies. And this is Norm. Whoops, sorry about that, Norm. Norm, I actually adopted from Petco. I worked there part-time, and some kid dropped him off. His mother didn't know I'm not sure where he got it, but his mother didn't even know he had it. And he kept it in a closet, and it had no heat. And when I got him, he looked more like a corn snake. I mean, he was really skinny, and I can't tell you how many layers of stuck shed he had. And on top of that, somehow he got mites. So I took care of him, his shed, and then we got rid of the mites. Norm is a really nice guy. He's actually, Norm and and Axel are the only two that have names. And I think it's good, everybody should, I don't want to sound preachy, but everybody should, take the time, adopt. It's good to adopt. There's a lot of snakes out there that nobody wants, and, Norm lives a really nice life in his little luxury condo, and the paper looks really wet. I just splashed some water when I was pulling him out. I just want to point out that the rack these guys are in, it's the company is called Econo Racks. It's a birch plywood that I finished with it's a kind of finish that they use for salad bowls, and I forgot some other things too. It's a waterproof finish that's safe for salad bowls. You can basically eat out of it. And it was really inexpensive. I got 3-inch flex watt heat tape back there. I got 2 bins that are empty. I have one girl that I had on a payment plan. I'm almost paid off, so I'll be doing an unboxing soon. All right, thank you very much. Good night.